Past Lives is directed by Celine Song. It took me a little bit to check out this movie, but I've finally seen it with all the hype and buzz about this one after was it Cannes Film Festival or was it another film festival? I don't know. Anyways, I was excited about the movie. I heard a lot of good things about it, and now I have seen the movie. Usually with these type of movies, I appreciate them. I give them great scores, but they're usually not my thing. Of these movies that are done that are very simple about a relationship, and while they are good and unique, usually I just don't click with them. I think this movie was the exception. I thought this movie was excellent. I really, really liked this movie. It's done nothing but age well since I've seen it. It's been a couple of days since I've seen it, and usually when I see a movie like this, it kind of fades out of my head until I'm reminded that I saw it a couple of days later. I've been consistently thinking about it this time, so it really is as good as people say it is. A movie at its most basic is something that we have seen before in movies, but this movie is incredibly original because it's extremely well acted and extremely well directed, and everyone understood what the director's vision is, and it all just really clicked. And it's unusual because this is a directorial debut by Celine Song, and it's this phenomenal already. It should not be this good for a directorial debut, but it really is. Everything about this film, it really feels like Celine Song has been filmmaking for a while, just due to the pure, creativity behind the camera, in front of the camera. The acting in this movie is phenomenal. A lot of subtleties and a lot of emotional barriers that you don't see put to film too often, and a lot of really, really strong writing that is insightful and yet reflectful of people as a whole. It's very insightful as a screenplay, and it really feels like it's almost a observant type thing of humanity in a sense, and you obviously don't see that too much in movies. It really doesn't feel like a movie about the characters. While it is a movie about the characters, it really definitely has something to say in a broad scheme of things about us as humans, how we connect with things, and obviously the movie calls it past lives, but how we're just drawn to certain people and how we feel connections even though it's not always meant to be something, but it ultimately does. It's really complex, and I'm probably doing a horrible job at explaining it. Point is, it's really thought provoking and really, really well written. I really enjoy the movie. When I review movies like this, I really, really struggle reviewing them, particularly when it's so well liked. I try to find something that I can say that hasn't already been said. I feel like the consent exactly what it needs to be. There isn't too little wrong with the movie. The only flaws I have is that it's, even though I did enjoy this one a lot more than I usually do for these type of films, it's still overall not my thing, even though it's a very well written film. It's not something I necessarily see myself revisiting that much. I will definitely revisit this movie without a doubt, but not like I do some other films I like just as much. It isn't necessarily a movie I see a lot of people wanting to revisit anyway. It's something that you think about, something that you sit on. Ultimately, it does have an effect on the viewer. The movie wasn't predictable, and I liked the way it kind of felt so real and so human. It had a very sincere approach to everything, and so it had that sense of unpredictability, which is really great for something in the, I don't even want to call this a romance genre because it doesn't feel like that. This just really feels like brutal life stories genre, if that exists. And something I'm really happy that this movie did is, usually this movie doesn't have a love triangle because it's not as simple as that. There's obviously in this story two male characters and a female character, and usually that female character in most situations I find to be poorly written and just kind of going back and forth. This character was not that at all. It was really, really well done with her writing. I don't remember the character's name, but I never do remember the characters' names. I don't remember the actress's name either because I never remember the actress's name. My point is, the lead actress in this movie is phenomenal, and I hope she gets a Best Actress nomination. She really brought all the layers to this character, and the script provided that as well. Everything just really came together and made what is a fantastic film, and I'm going to give Past Lives an 8.9 out of 10. Really like this movie. Go check it out. Anyways, comment down below what you guys thought of Past Lives if you guys were able to check it out sometime within the last couple of weeks. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, and stuff like that, and adios.